What's the difference between 99 and 105?
6 miles per hour.
Thank you, Scooter. Thank you. Paulie, check the math on that.
He's correcting.
Okay,
Yes.
6 miles an hour. All right. Now, is there a big noticeable difference in 6 miles per hour?
Yeah. I mean, it's just you, man. It's just an added. It's more like late. Out of the hand, it all looks similar. It's just, you're starting your hands, and then you're like, man, that thing's by me. And I feel like the first time you see it, it's like, man, like this is tough to hit. And the more you see it, and that's what makes him tougher, because you're only seeing him once a game, maybe once a series. You're only getting one at bat against Hicks, but you're able to see Syndergaard that next at bat. You might get 3 at bats against them, to where you just see more and you're able to adjust, because I would say the average fastball, I mean, nowadays, it's probably like 93 to 95, to where you see a 99, it's just a little extra, and you're like, okay, I just got to start a little earlier, and then you're able to adjust. But when you're only seeing that closer, once or twice a series, it's that's what makes them that much better, because you don't really have enough time to adjust to it. But it's really fast. It's really, really fast. But if everybody was throwing 105, it would be normal. So it's just what you're accustomed to seeing. And I think back in the day, guys, it was like a 4-man rotation. They weren't throwing as hard, to where, then they see a 97. It's like, wow, like it's so much faster. But, if they're seeing that on a regular basis, it would be somewhat normal.
Hey, Scooter Gennett, the Reds' second baseman, fill in your All-Star ballot and consider him batting .344, 12 homers, 44 RBIs. Got the Rockies coming up in a couple of hours. What's it like with a knuckleballer? We don't have as many knuckleballers now. Have you faced one?
Yes. Yeah, I have. It can really mess you up. I mean, there's some that, like I faced Dickey a few times, and it's like you just have to, whether you do good, bad, you just have to forget about it, because it's something to where if you get frustrated, you're like, man, and you're trying to like really adjust to it and hit it, like you're getting frustrated, like, no, I'm going to stay on it, and then all of a sudden you're, the next game you're facing a normal pitcher, and it's like it takes a couple games to be like, oh, let's get back to this. So,
well, you can get embarrassed with a knuckleballer. Like if you whiff at 105, then we go, man, okay. But if that knuckleballer, and everybody looks at it and goes, why couldn't you hit the knuckleball?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. The biggest thing is you don't know what it's going to do. You don't know if it's going to stay. Sometimes it knuckles, and then it looks like it's going to drop, and it stays straight. And then sometimes it's up in the zone. You're like, oh, it's going to flatten out, and then it just goes down in the dirt. It's so unpredictable. I mean, there's a lot of catchers that they can't even catch it, and they know it's coming. They've caught them. They've seen probably a couple hundred pitches from the pitcher, and they still can't catch it. So I think the best thing to do is to probably, next time I face a knuckleballer, I'll probably get up, up in the box closer to the pitcher to try to take away some of that late movement. I think that's probably the best bet. But really, it boils down to like just don't get too frustrated. Like don't have super high expectations to where, if you do get embarrassed, you're like, oh, whatever. I'll just wait till he's out of the game and start over.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.